Hi again, and welcome to this video on how to collect like terms or simplify expressions, especially if you're struggling to understand the concept of what it is. I'm going to show you it pictorially. Hopefully that might make it a little bit easier. Okay, so if we're looking at this question, a plus a, obviously we can see the answer is 2a, but how did we get to that point? So here's my pot of a's. I've got, remember, if there's no number in front of it, it always equals to one lot of it. Okay, so if I can put that in front of it and then think, what have I got? I've got one lot of a, and I'm adding one more lot of a, so 1 plus 1 gives me two lots of a. Okay, so all I'm doing is literally trying to think what number is the coefficient or the number in front of the letter, and then I'm just going to put that into my pot and then do the sum that it tells me to do. Okay, so let's have a look at this next one. So this time I've got a pot of f's. I'm going to put one f in it. Okay, and then I'm going to add the next one. Add one, add one, add one. So I've got 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. So I've got 4 lots of f. So my answer is just 4 f's. Okay. Now, slightly more difficult on this one in the fact that I've got two different terms that they're not single terms. Okay, you've got a coefficient, one being 8, and then this one has got -7. So again, here's my pot of c's. I'm going to put my positive number in first, so put my 8 in, and then I'm going to subtract 7 away from it. So 8 subtract 7 is just going to give me 1. So my answer is one lot of c, and I can just write that as c. Don't need to put the 1 in front of it, because anytime I've got just one of it, it's one lot of c. Okay, so have a go at the next one, see how you get on. Okay, let's see how you did. So I've got, there's my pot, and I'm going to put e's in it. I'm going to put my positive value in first. So I've got 5 in there, and then I'm going to take away, bring the sign with it, take away 4. Okay, 5 subtract 4 is going to give me 1. So I've got one lot of e, so my answer is just e. Okay, let's get a little bit more difficult. This time I've not got f's in both numbers. I've just got 4 lots of f, so I'm going to put 4 lots of f in here. Okay, and because I've got this number here, I'm just multiplying that by 2. So I'm going to times whatever is inside there by 2. So 4 times 2 is going to give me 8. So my answer is 8 lots of f. So all I'm doing is multiplying that through. Okay, so going the next step up, we've got an 8a, a 6, and I'm going to divide it by 2 this time. So here's my a's, and I've got 8 of them. I'm going to add numbers to it, which is just going to give me 6. I can't combine the numbers with the a's. Okay, I've got to keep them separate. But this time I'm going to divide them both by 2. So 2 goes into 8 4 times, so I've got 4 lots of a, and 2 goes into 6 3 times. So my answer is 4a plus 3. Now, if you think about it, and if you can see it without the picture form, if you can see it up here, 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 8 4 times, 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 6 3 times. So I could just rewrite that out as 4a plus 3. Remember, that would then be 2 goes into 2 once, divide by 1, and anything divided by 1 is just itself, so I could just write that as 4a plus 3. Okay, there's one on the screen. If you want to pause the video, have a go at that one. Okay, let's see how you did. So here I've got 15 lots of f, and I'm going to see how many times 3 will go into that. 3 goes into that 5 times, goes into that once, and into that 5 times. So my answer, 5 lots of f. Okay, let's get a little bit more difficult. We've got 4 terms now, so we've gone from having like a single term to 2 terms that are the same, to divide and times by a term, and now we've got multiple terms. So let's have a look at this one. So I've got some C's and I've got some F's. So let's put the positives in first. So I've got 4C and I'm adding 3 to it. So 4 plus 3 gives me 7. Now I've got negative 4F and I've got positive 5F. So let's put the positive one in first. Let's put 5 in. And then I'm going to subtract 4 from it. So I've put this one in first, and then I'm going to subtract the 4 from it. So 5 take away 4 gives me 1. Okay, so if it's a positive value like that, okay, there would be the positive sign in between it. So I've got 7C plus 1 lot of F. 7C plus F. Okay, give this one a go. Okay, here's a question, have a go, pause the video, see how you get on. Okay, so let's see how you did. I've got F's and I've got D's. So I'm going to put my 5F in first, and then I'm going to subtract my 3F from it. So 5 take away 3 gives me 2 lots of F, and then I'm going to put my 4D, and this time I'm adding 2 D's to it. So 4 plus 2 gives me 6 lots of D. And again, because that's positive, I'll put my plus sign in between it. I've got 2F plus 6D. Now I could write this 6D plus 2F, as long as I put the sign that belongs to it in front of it. Okay, so plus 6D, both of those answers are correct. Okay. Mathematically, they do like you to put it in alphabetical order in relation to the algebra, to the letter, but both would get you full marks. Cool. Right. So let's have another question. This time, again, we can see we've got E's all the way through, but what you can see is this is E raised to the power of 2, E raised to the power of 2, and this is just E raised to the power of 1. So if you think they are 2 totally different terms, I can combine the first 2 into one pot and the next 2 into another pot. So I've got E squareds and I've got E's. So I've got 5 add 2 gives me 7. So again, I'm just adding the coefficients, the numbers in front. Okay, and this time I've got negative 3 and a 5. If I put that the other way around, I put 5 take away 3. Okay, all I've done is I've just swapped them the other way around because it's easier to take away the number away from a positive. So 5 take away 2 gives me take away 3 gives me 2. And remember that's a positive, so I've got 7E squared plus 2 lots of E. Now I can't combine these 2 together. Remember, they're 2 totally different terms. So that would be my answer. Okay, let's put another one up. Have a go at this one. Pause the video, see how you get on. Okay, let's see how you did. So I've got A squareds and I've got A's. So my A squareds for a start, I've got 4 and I've got take away 3 minus 3 of them. So 4 take away 3 gives me 1 lot of A squareds, and then I've got 3 lots of A's and I'm adding 2 more. So 3 add 2 gives me 5. So my answer is A squared plus 5A. Brilliant. Now, in some ways, what can happen is that they can take the normal questions and they can say, right, work out what this value is. So if x equals, if one side of that equals 4e plus 3, calculate the perimeter. So we're looking at the skill that we've just done where we're collecting like terms and simplifying into an actual question where we're sort of like using that skill. So if I know that this side here equals 4 lots of e plus 3, and we can see by the little lines mean that all three sides are the same. So I know that this side is 4e plus 3 and this side is 4e plus 3, so they're all the same. And we want to know if x equals, if one side equals that, calculate the perimeter. So if we go all the way around the outside, we've got that side, add to that side, add to that side. So I've got, let's see what we've got. We've got 4e plus 3 plus 4e plus 3 plus 4e plus 3. So we're going to add all of those together. So two things I've got my e's and I've got my 3's. So I've got 4 lots of it plus 4 lots of it plus 4 lots of it. That's going to give me 12 lots of e, and I've got 3 plus 3 plus 3. 3 plus 3 plus 3 is going to give me 9. Okay, so my answer 12e plus 9. Okay, so if you want to have a go at one of those questions, I'll pause the video. Doing the same thing, this time we've got x equals the first bit and y equals the second bit. And again, we're doing the perimeter. Okay, so we're going all the way around the outside. Okay, pause the video, see how you get on. So let's see how we did. So this side is 5a plus 4. And this side is also 5a plus 4. The bottom is 2a minus 3. And the top, 2a minus 3. So I'm going to end up with 2 pots, 1 lot of a's, and then 1 lot of numbers. Okay. So let's do the a's first. I've got 5. Add 2, add 5, add 2. So I've got 14 lots of A. And then my numbers, I've got 4 plus 4, take away 3, take away 3. So 4 add 4 gives me 8. Take away 3 gives me 5. Take away 3 gives me 2. So I've got plus 2. So my answer, 14a plus 2. Okay, so what you could look at doing, if you could see that this side and this side is halfway round the shape, you could have taken the two sides and said 5a plus 4 and 2a minus 3, and we could have added those two together. So 5a plus 2a gives me 7 lots of a, and 4 minus 3 gives me plus 1. And if we're halfway around the shape, what we could do is we could multiply that by 2. 2 times 7a gives me 14a, and 2 times 1 gives me 2. And you get the same answer. So it depends on which way you wanted to have a go at that. You can do it either way. I hope that was useful, and I'll catch you next time.